Andy Malone. I'm 7th grade social studies at Central Middle School. I coach cross country and Nordic and track and field as well. Graduated in 2000.
And I'm Molly Malone. I'm the Director of Adult and Community Engagement Programs here in Eden Prairie Schools. I work in community education, and I graduated from the high school in 2003.
Most of our life, we were a quarter mile from the high school, and so we would walk to the high school. Our mom was a para-professional at Cedar Ridge for most of our childhood. Our sister also coached track with me for a year. So of the 5 of us in our family, 4 of us were at one time or currently are employed by Eden Prairie.
In my role, I get to work a lot with community. I love my job. I feel like I have my dream job here in the district, and I love working with the city staff, with nonprofits like Prop and the Prop Shop, the Community Foundation. All of these partners enhance Eden Prairie Schools and the experience of students. We have a really generous and committed group of nonprofits and social service providers, donors, businesses. So our work with churches to sponsor our school supplies programs, for example, is really fun. Partnering with people who just want to give back.
I suppose it was Miss Heimke's at the middle school. I have my social studies notes from 7th grade on still, because I kind of knew that's what I wanted to do because of the teachers that I had in the social studies department all the way middle school through high school. So like kind of a no-brainer for me. I would apply for jobs in other districts, but as soon as position came up here, that's where I wanted to be.
My parents were in education. I think I enjoyed being in educational settings, and I particularly enjoyed working with elementary students. I knew that when I went to college that I wanted to be a teacher. We had a Cahill Elementary School that was an Eden Prairie School up in Edina for about 8 or 9 years. I taught there until about 1987. I taught at Forest Hills for 3 years, and then at Oak Point for 23 years. Until 2012, in my final 3 months, I moved over to Forest Hills, and then I retired. You can go back to our beginnings officially in 1858, so our 166-year history, and you can see the residents of Eden Prairie valuing both high-quality community, but also a high-quality educational system.
We made the decision to move back to Eden Prairie specifically because of that sense of community. That's really important to me. And I wanted that for my kids, and the schools have maintained this excellent reputation. And I do think that the district and the city boundaries being contiguous helps build that sense of community. And I think we felt that through and through. I mean, that Eagle Pride was there all along and is still there. And I think that's something that's really special about our district.
So when you have the same school district and the same city working with a Chamber of Commerce, you just get this sense that we're all on the same page, and we're all working towards the same goals, and we're working for the same group of people that we're serving. And I think there's just so much power in that.
What I love about this place is that you have roots and an opportunity to grow and be enriched by new members of our community. I feel like that's a really difficult balance of holding on to some traditions and history, and also learning and growing as our community grows.
Many families that come here, they were professionals before they came here, and when they come here, they have all that knowledge, and they can, help support the community as well. Every time you come from a different place, you bring different perspectives and different ideas and different ways of seeing things, and contribute to the, to the overall diversity in the schools and also the community.
There is a sizable amount of Indian population in Eden Prairie. What we were noticing is that people were celebrating Indian festivals in their own small friend circle, and there was no community feeling, so we decided to form this Minnesota Hindi Association. For 2 years now, we have been celebrating Diwali, the Festival of Lights, at the Eden Prairie CMS, and the facilities help for so many more people to attend and be a part of that community. And it also gives an opportunity for the people who are coming new to the city to form friendships and to find support.
What I see is, within the Eden Prairie school systems, and to every building I go, there is that specific understanding, awareness among our teachers on the needs of the community that they serve. While Eden Prairie is trying to understand our families and trying to help them with their needs, lifting the barriers that they face, the families are also trying to help Eden Prairie schools, making them diverse. There's so many, in every school you go to, you may find Somali family, like parents, volunteers, and there is that visibility. The community is having an imprint into the school system.
My role here in Eden Prairie schools has been very cathartic and healing for me individually, but also our Native families and students, because it recognizes us. And that is something that, as a Native American person, typically in America, you are invisible. And so I really commend and appreciate Eden Prairie for taking it upon themselves to validate all of our diverse populations here in Eden Prairie.
Probably one of the biggest areas of change is just the demographic and the demographics within our classrooms, and the positives and the advantages that really brings to our educational setting. The reflections of what not only our country is, but our world is today within our classrooms is just really exciting. We have a consistent pattern in Eden Prairie of that high quality of life, and we have this amazing school system that's been super high quality and top rated for 50 years, if not maybe going back to 1924. Positive community support, amenities that we all enjoy, and activities that we all come out to. I just think that's been a consistent pattern. So a lot of these kids, these students that come back, that was their upbringing, and they want that for their children, for their families as well.
It's been wild having my kids at the elementary school that I went to. There are still staff that are there that I had. I walked away from Eden Prairie schools thinking I had the most amazing educational upbringing, and I was so grateful for the education I had. And I think our kids, the education they're receiving is even better because of all these additional opportunities. The diversity of our student body and just what they are learning, the emphasis on 21st century skills, I think is really amazing. And I'm just even more grateful now that my girls are getting that excellent education.
My hope is that Eden Prairie would continue to be that people-centered place to be. Both the school district and the city continue to prioritize high-quality services, high-quality hirings, relationships, high-quality programs. My hope then is that we will not just survive, but thrive in this massive technological swirl of change that we're heading into.
It's been 100 years and we've been a part of it for 40. That's a crazy number to say that for almost half of Eden Prairie School's existence, we've been in it.
The staff, for leadership, and for the community, I feel like the parents, the business owners, the service providers, everyone cares so deeply about educating our children. And I think sometimes we could take that for granted, especially for us growing up here where that's always been the case for us. I think I have a strong sense of gratitude, and I am just excited to see what happens in the years to come.